intentionality, right?
True, yeah. But I think there could be a
Siri,
couple
do you
arguments that are
have
made.
beliefs?
Yeah, but Tom said
I don't have an answer for that.
Oh, I guess she does. I guess what?
That was
Yeah, I
literally
guess
the
she
first thing
doesn't
I
have
asked
beliefs,
Siri.
Yuri.
Smarter.
She doesn't
Well,
know,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Tom is also
He's
an
been
apple.
reduced to a state of aporia.
Siri, are you
but-
an agent?
Am I
Are you an
agent?
agent, Siri?
Nope.
Oh, well.
Oh, what?
There you go.
Nope.
Straight out of the horse's
people.
mouth. There you
Are
go.
you an
dude.
agent?
Wow.
Well, I guess
It's
that proves
confirmed that self-confirmed non-agency.
I got
But
you,
it
man.
sounds-
Absolutely what Google says.
That sounds more like Siri has agency. That she could
Yeah.
answer that question.
No,
Like
it's
her
it's a
saying
trick.
nope is consistent with her being an agent and not being an agent.
It's obviously a trick.
Yeah, but I don't understand Tom's question.
Well,
No,
I didn't ask a
I
question.
don't understand Tom's point. It just doesn't make any sense.
Something
You wouldn't-
funny is
You wouldn't take it.
last night when I told Yuri that somehow he managed to fit Jack's entire ass in his mouth before he kissed his butthole, said the exact same thing as when you said that he's not an agent. All talkers,
Hmm.
which is I don't know what that means, right?
Right.
And so Richard Nixon was impeached.
Oh,
the
it's too
president
long.
in
It's like 20
1970s
minutes.
because he
It's
erased
too long. It's
sorry.
like 30 minutes. It's
6
over 30
minutes of
minutes.
audio.
Tom, ask Siri if she works for the NSA.
Hmm. I mean, Yuri, what I mean by that is
that would be Google.
you're just like a filter.
Nixon was
And-
impeached? I thought
Like
he
a filter
resigned.
has no agency.
Nixon wasn't impeached.
You just like catch Powell Talker like talking points and positions, and everything else just passes through. It's just like you're just
Yuri, you realize if you get one line off script, you're fucked. Like you can't even wander. You can't even wander a half a line off script, and then you're done, dude.
Why?
Well, I don't even understand what would that mean to be off script.
Yeah, that's exact. Me and Jay, I didn't want to say it because that would just be irony, so I had to change up the flow a bit. But Jay sees
You had to change up the flow and just say why? Good one. Good call, Yuri.
everyone uses the word "why." That can't be a pal talk. That would be known as a non-Bridget designator. I'm pretty.
It's a non-designator if it doesn't refer to something the Pal Talkers would say.
No. What I'm saying is that "why" would be something that has semantical content, right? So you couldn't say that "why" is necessary. I think I fucked it up. Hold on. I'll just
Bro,
Yeah.
you're
I
just.
fucked up. Just
Yuri, you can just say semantic. You don't have to say
It's
semantical.
saying like if it comes out right.
No, Yuri,
Like,
what
this
is
is
it?
the-
What were you
Stop.
saying about this Christian guy? That he was just vomiting like word salad? Isn't that what you
I don't
said
use
about him?
word salad. Word salad is Matt Dillahunty level stuff, so I don't use.
You said he didn't know what he was talking about and he was boring you because he was using all these words.
What Christian was this? It wasn't.
Grim something?
Where
Yeah, that wasn't today. I never said anything like.
Grim was today.
You can go back.
What?
No, I
This
never.
wasn't
I
that
said the
long
guy was.
ago.
I said the guy was bullshitting, right? That was Michael. who was
Okay,
talking,
there we go. You said he was bullshitting.
Right.
Now, do you think that rigid designators... Do you think what you just said was bullshit, Yuri?
Said shit like
I don't know
rhythmic designator, semantical content. You said like the most bullshit terms all in one sentence. You have no
Yeah, I don't
fucking
know that.
idea what any of that
Yeah, you can just say semantic content.
You
Yeah,
have no
semantic content.
idea what it means, Yuri. Yuri.
Well, I don't know. What criteria? Like, I'm confused by the criteria we're using.
You know what that little tidbit reminded me of, Yuri? It's like when my little brother is fascinated when I do programming and stuff, right? So sometimes he'll come on my computer and he'll start like dicking around at the keyboard, trying to copy me. That's how I see you.
He will come on the computer. That's
His
real.
dicks around on your keyboard, Jesus.
Jesus. Oh my God. Yuri, that's how I see you and Jack, like the relationship there.
See them dicking around on each other's keyboards.
That's
Guys.
fucking gross.
My brother's 8.
I did say something. I did say some bullshit today, though. Grimware said something stupid, right? I didn't address the ontological status of Grim's claim. I addressed the semantic, and not the
You didn't
ontological
address the ontological status of the claim. Like,
Yeah,
are you not?
see?
Are you not?
Wait, Yuri, Yuri, what does ontology mean?
I love when they say shit like that.
What does ontology mean, Yuri?
Ontology has to do with the nature of being.
All right, here I'm gonna say this one time unironically. I don't even understand what it could mean to try to figure out what the ontological status of his claim would be. Are you worried that maybe the claim doesn't exist?
No. What I'm saying is that, I'm saying that it would be irrelevant to the ontological claim since he was making an ontological claim.
Yeah, what is the ontos?
You see, Jay.
No, I was saying I said he was making an ontological.
The ontos, the essence.
Yeah, but you guys are just but basically I was saying what I said was because I merely told him that it was non-propositional, right?
What are we just
But after-
hearing?
Whenever Matt Slick says ontos, he has to say essence. Just like John has to say biased and bigoted, you know.
That is the one trigger word for John. He has to say every time he says bias, he has to say bigoted right afterwards. It's like necessary.
Sometimes it's okay to be a biased bigot.
I swear to God, I did hear him say bias one time without bigoted. I was just like shocked, dude. I was so shocked.
There's one time he said biased. He stopped, paused for a second, remembered the bigoted part, and said it. He was like biased and bigoted.
Has thoughts.
You are.
Where's Vic at? Have you guys seen Vic today? I've been looking.
Oh no, he's at
script.
Yuri's out of sorts.
I don't know what
Joe,
that means.
looking at chat.
Yuri, you should start by looking. Look first.
Your mic is horrible, JJ. Eat shit.
Yeah, I don't care. If you look in your mouth first, you might find Vic's dick, and there maybe the rest of him will be attached.
No, the only reason why I wanted to talk to Vic is because I'm reading Kripke's Naming and Necessity, and I have a question.
Oh, what question?
Is it a page 1 question?
Well,
What's the question?
it's definitely not a page 51 question.
No. See, actually, JHC doesn't know what she's talking about, right? Because naming and
You
necessity.
said C again.
No, naming and necessity is not the same as private
What's the
language.
question?
No,
Yeah, but what's the question?
Why do you keep calling JHC a C?
What's the
Who
question?
cares?
Hold on. I want to know what the question is. Seriously. I may be able to answer your question.
Yuri, what did you say about JHC?
I said JHC was a he. And there's nothing wrong with my roles. I just want to let you guys know that everything that I
What's
have
the
is
Kripke question?
What's the question?
Yuri, come
trying
Yuri,
to,
what is-
I think I don't know if I'm getting trapped. I have a feeling I'm getting.
What is the Kripke question, Yuri? Just want to know what it is.
JJ, calm down. You're scaring him.
Also, Yuri, how can you be a Stalinist and a generic socialist?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
They're nested ideologies.
Exactly.
I just want to know what the Kripke question is, Yuri.
No, I got to answer the Stalinist and generic socialism.
Why are you avoiding the Kripke question? I don't think there is a
Shamos saying he's a
Kripke question.
Christian and an open theist.
It has to do with identifying non-rigid and rigid data. That's what the question revolved around.
Okay,
Well, I
so
was gonna go.
Yeah, but what's the question?
Well, it has to do with I wanted to see because Jack gave me an answer, right? But I forgot some of the points that Jack brought out, and it had to do with Goldman's conjecture, basically using I think Feynman's theorem or something. Goldbox, that's right, Goldbox.
And the question is, no, you told me what the question had to do with. What's the actual question?
I don't have a specific question for him. We just talk
Is the
about
question
things
just
and we can answer.
what the fuck does all this mean? Is that the question?
No, I don't think that's the question,
Then
right?
what's the
Or I
fucking
would have said.
question, Yuri?
Hey, I read
Well,
it.
already
I
told-
don't understand any of it. Can we talk about it?
No, I was going to ask him how did basically how did Goldbach's conjecture tie in with rigid and non-rigid. That's
So
basically
can
what
you
I'm saying.
explain the Stalinist generic socialist thing?
This is the
Yeah,
worst thing about
that's actually
people
what I
who
wanted
try to
to
learn
talk about.
philosophy but never read a philosophy book. You know, this is.
Well, he's reading Naming a Necessity, and Naming a Necessity
And I've
is
read
not an
philosophy
easy
books.
book. It's a tough
Yuri,
book
can
to
you just
read.
answer the question, please?
It's
I'm
some
reading the paper
transcribed
actually.
lectures is what it is.
But
How are you
Yeah,
a Stalin and a generic socialist?
well, that's actually a pretty good point, right? Because I'm kind of torn on the whole issue, right? And one of the people I do admire, right, is Stalin, Mao, and people like. And I think they had an effective outlook on how they approached Marxism and stuff.
Man, they
But
kill a
also-
lot of people.
You admire Stalin?
Yeah.
These are the
but-
people that come to mind when I think of like people I want to worship or put on a pedestal.
What do you admire about Stalin and Mao? That's a good question.
Why not Hitler?
I want to address Tom's question first before we get into.
Yuri
So-
loves this. He's eating up all the attention.
So basically, right, if we were to look at the type of things that generic socialism has accomplished, right, and we look at social democracy, democratic socialism, stuff like that, I think that the basic idea of socialism, if we can get socialism at all in America, I think that's beneficial, right? But my end goal is to hopefully get into some sort of how should I put it?
Okay, this
some
is
sort
what
of-
I thought you were gonna say. So you're just basically saying that you identify as a socialist also because it's like a necessary means to achieve Marxism or communism. But by then you should also
Kinda.
have by that logic you should also have that capitalist tag.
And did you also
No,
realize
no,
that
no,
most
no,
of
no,
these
no, no,
communist
no, no. Here's the
states were
thing.
wait, also, do you
Listen,
realize that
you're not going to add anything.
most of these
Listen.
states were ethno states? Have you thought about that?
What were ethnostates?
Well, I mean, not all of them. I mean, there's some.
No,
There's
like literally what? What example? Which
North
states?
North Korea, and I know there's
China.
I know there's different ethnic groups in China, right? But I mean, they're like 90% Han. It's ethno centric, right? Which kind of interesting, right?
Don't forget Napoleon, Dio.
I mean, like North Korea is clearly not SOC, right? Like, Juche is a uniquely Korean.
Yeah, but
country,
even
right?
when you had these type of communist ethno states like formed, they got rid of the outsider. They were basically like not SOC. They weren't National Socialists, but they at the very roots of it, they were ethno concerned about their ethnic group, which is kind of.
I don't think that's true in the case of Mao. It is true in the case of North Korea. It's definitely not true in the case of Stalin.
No, see, the point is, right, actually, do you have something else you wanted to say?
I think Stalin's situation is a little bit more. I will go halfway with you on the Stalin situation, but I think it's a little bit more confusing. I don't think it's a simple answer that they were or not. I think it's a little bit more complicated than to say yes or no.
Oh, Yuri, man, I worry about you, kid.
You shouldn't. I mean, I'm perfect. I think I'm going into the right direction since capitalism. We all know. I think we can all in this room agree that capitalism.
Oh my gosh!
is
Don't do
unsustainable.
that.
Okay.
When you say that, we all agree.
I agree. I agree.
Because you're starting to sound like John.
I agree.
Really
that
creepy.
I agree that you're very impressionable.
Look, Yuri, look, capitalism, whatever. Yeah, it sucks in some ways, but look, you're young, and you're gonna have to like participate in the rat race to some degree to like.
Oh, of course, I already know that. That's
have
the
a
whole point. I'm
comfortable
gonna
life.
participate
And
hard.
when you start so young, so like disillusioned with the system, it's like you won't be able to integrate properly.
No,
It's
no,
like
no. That's the
when,
whole point.
when you
Wait,
start,
you don't
when you start
understand,
talking
Tom.
like
Look,
when your idol is Stalin at your age, you end up like in a fucking
I never
like.
said that. That was conjecture.
You
Right. I never
said
said I.
you said Mao and Stalin are people that you look up to.
I never said I looked up the Mao and stuff.
Yeah, you did. You actually said those exact words, if I remember
You did,
correctly.
actually.
you did.
Maybe 5
I
minutes
wanted to
ago.
know.
Maybe you
what
meant something
find so-
different.
No, I meant something. Calm down, everyone. I meant
Well,
something
what do you
different.
find so attractive about Stalinism?
Stalinism follows, well, basically state and capital, essentially, right? So he accelerates Marxist ideology. And so he gets it to a point, but what happened was I don't agree with everything that the USSR did, right? But I think the main principle, right, of what Stalin accomplished is kind of like where we need to get to. And then we need it to kind of like go downhill after that
Yeah,
point.
but then
And then
by
we'll be in
that,
this like
look,
utopia.
I already told you. By that logic, you should be you should be a capitalist on your tags too.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Kill the right.
I don't support. Yeah, well, I mean, I could have capitalism on there, but I don't like capitalism
Do
too
you
much.
mean?
But
Do you think accelerationist
think
might be the better
capitalism-
tag?
But the thing is, accelerationism can mean so many different. Right.
I mean, sort of, but like in a general sense, it appears to mostly describe accelerating
bit. You
toward
see, have the anarch.
some kind of revolution or something.
Right. So, yeah. But yeah,
Hey.
anarchism.
I mean, it's probably better to say you're an anarchist than Stalinist.
No, I don't think so. No, because Stalin, he did the
All right,
state
who
and capital.
else is a Stalinist? Let's just get to the bottom. Is Jack a Stalinist?
No.
No, Jack's a Leninist. Jack is
Yeah, I didn't think he was. So who's the
Lenin,
Stalinist?
Orthodox Trotskyism, all different
Who
types.
is the Stalinist?
Dick a Stalinist.
Are you an MList?
Vic is
Weird
apolitical,
Asperger kid
actually.
that used to
Vic
hang
is
around.
actually Vic is apolitical, actually. Josh, he's a Leninist. No, Josh is just a generic socialist. He just wants to see the fall of capitalism, and I kind of agree with him on that. And I'm going to do everything it takes to see capitalism fall. Hopefully, in my lifetime or children's lifetime.
You just
Well, that's delusional, but
No, I don't think so. I think in the next like 50 years, we should see that happen.
Yuri, you're so young.
Read some
man.
Fanon. You just got to shock the population
Yeah, Yuri. I don't want to
Yuri,
lose
you don't understand economics or history.
by killing them.
what's the path
that's what I'm
for
learning.
what's the path for the global economy crashing in the next 50 years?
Well, the labor theory of value, right, makes like various.
Yep.
It's.
And I have some empirical data to back this.
You think that the labor theory of value predicts that capitalism will fall in the next 50 years?
No, 50 years is personal conjecture because I see a lot of trends that are happening. Well, my lifetime currently that are happening now. But I think it's going to happen sooner than later. If you look at like some of the stuff and that's going on, I think it's it's chipping away at basically the social hierarchy, I guess, or capitalism in general.
What about China adopting free market enterprise?
That's an interesting point as well. I'm actually tempted to say I'm not competent enough to answer that. Right? China's always been in question. But
I'll say that
one of the things I probably would say is that I think it's going to happen in such a way because I think America in the next in a little bit, right? If we get it, because the whole point is that the reason why I'm an ultra leftist as well is that I want open borders and I want as many people to integrate in American society as possible, right? Because that will cause even more tension and that will cause the collapse as well. And guns.
Well, then you're for capitalism.
Wait, so you think if we let more Mexicans in, it's going to cause the
No. More actually, statistically, more Chinese people come into America than Mexicans. So the more Chinese people come in, the more America will be integrated with the East, right? And because the West basically gets integrated with the East, that will cause, I think, some sort of conflict. And I'm kind of fuzzy on what happens after that, but I definitely think that's going to cause remote. You know, every time Ferdinand exhales into his mic, it's just really annoying, especially since I know
This is just
so sorry.
This is just tragic.
Yeah.
You know what, Yuri? I'm just gonna fucking say it. Someone in my main chat revealed that you're 16 years old.
Oh, that's Justin, right? Just
Doesn't matter who it was. It was
yeah,
revealed.
it doesn't matter who it was, since you can talk to Justin and ask him, and Justin will tell you that I'm not. You shouldn't just come out and say
I
stuff
heard
like
that
that.
about you a long time ago. Someone said you were 16.
Could you just take a quick pic of your driver's license?
No, I don't. No, I don't feel like going. I don't think I should.
So fucked, man.
Unless you're willing to send your driver. No, I don't do like person. I try to be. It took me months to even put my picture out here, so I'm. It's probably going to break like
Well,
a
obviously, you would like black out all the relevant, all the non-relevant information, right?
I guess so. Maybe tomorrow or sometime when I feel right, because I'm trying to think about me being a rational agent and whether this works in accord.
Think about me.
Jesus Christ. What do we do with Yuri?
We have to figure out whether or not he's a rational agent.
I just wish, I mean, like, Yuri was like more.
I told you, Tom, that. Yeah, Tom, I told you that maybe if we get into like a private chat or call or
No.
in a hashtag gaming, I told you I'll talk to you.
No,
about it. You told me in DM.
I don't care. I don't care to talk about it in private. I think everyone should know because everyone should treat you not like a fucking adult because you're not one.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Well, people have to be careful what they say.
Think about what we've already said.
Yeah, I just don't understand where Tom's coming from, right? I mean, it seems like this has been building up for like a while, and it kind of like you start realizing that Jack gets treated the same way for having these views, and they tell you copy Jack.
What are you talking about?
What?
But even Jack admits that he doesn't really even talk. So it's kind of weird.
What are you talking about? What did you just say?
Yeah, maybe we need to stipulate the dialectic.
Stipulate
in a
the
sense.
dialectic? He is not 19, he's 16.
That's just a lie.
Justin knows?
Yeah, Justin knows, and Justin admitted that he was just messing with me in order for this type of controversy. If you DM Justin and ask him,
But Yuri, someone has said this about you before, and it was when Justin was gone.
I don't know who said that.
This isn't a Justin thing, alright? I mean, it was recently said in my chat by someone.
Yeah, that was Justin. Or either Helena, since Helena likes to regurgitate stuff from Justin.
All I know was regurgitating what Justin said, if it was.
So yeah, I mean, you can ask people. You can ask people like.
Hold on.
You can ask people like.
Hold on. Stop.
You can ask people like.
Stop. I don't
so you didn't read what
regurgitate-
Justin said.
I do not regurgitate anything Justin says. What the hell are you talking about?
Did you hear from
Where
Justin?
where did you get it from, Helena? This is a good question. See, this was all. See, what happens
Where
is
did
that all
I
these
get what
jokes.
from?
Yeah, all these jokes and stuff that we
Where
talk
did I
about. 'cause we
get
talk
what
about
from?
Hell no.
the whole age thing.
I read that in chat. I told you I read that.
Yeah, and who posted it in chat? It was just.
What's that got to
That
do
was who
with
posted it in chat. I
regurgitation?
read it when Justin posted it in. And I talked to Justin. I said, dude, we talked about this in debate college.
Well, I mean, that is you just read it in chat and then you said it because you read that's regurgitation.
Hashtag Joe Bond is on.
All I've been saying is he's young. Be careful with him. He's
Well, you
young.
did say yesterday that he was 6. Like,
Young.
I think you used the age.
Oh, when
I'm
he
just
started,
gonna
when he
look,
started claiming he was
guys.
19.
Guys, when that happened in the chat, I had 3 people DM me about it. Okay,
I don't know what that.
and one was not
I don't even know
Helena.
what it's relevant.
I'm just saying this, like, pointing fingers of, like, who said what. It doesn't fucking matter, right? When people drop bombs like that in the main chat, there's an explosion.
I'll show you an explosion. And I think you do and don't know what that means.
Yeah, so like what I was saying, right? If you ask like people like Michael, Jack, Vic, all those guys. See, Justin was also the one who was trying to perpetuate me having a clitoris, right? Me wanting to. Remember Justin also. So we can't always like trust what Justin said.
But see, okay, you just wait a minute, right quick. It's interesting that you mentioned Michael, because a while back ago I was having a go at you, and Michael DM'd me and said, Molly, please be careful with Yuri. So why would Michael DM me that? And I can show you the DM.
You're trying
And he had said that.
yeah, I know, but you're trying to get me to have access to Michael's intentional states. And
No, Yuri, no.
Look, Yuri, you're not like on trial here. I mean, it's just
Not
that,
like this, Yuri.
It's just that in light of this information, it's just like it's a tricky subject because we oftentimes talk about shit that's not really suitable for, well,
right. But you know,
young
Patrick,
people.
you know, a lot of guys, you know, here who are younger than me, you know, are on here. So you know.
Right, and I mean, like, look, I was young once too, and I like to like sort of be inclusive, but I just want people to know so they don't get in trouble or something. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tom. Really. So, like I said, if you guys want, maybe I can get. I can.
You're like the
Yeah, if you
Colton for the communists.
Yuri, it's simple. If you
Yeah,
are
yeah, if you
actually
want.
16, come out and tell us the truth. If
No,
you're
no,
not,
yeah,
then
no. I don't think we
whatever.
have to do that, right? I think I can send you my driver's license and blur it.
What? Dude, don't.
Yeah, you can just like PM me a blurred image and just blur out all the fucking relevant,
Sure,
all
sure.
the
I'll do that
non-relevant
tomorrow.
information.
Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. I mean, it's actually like 2, and I'm trying to get. So I'll do that.
Yeah, there we go, guys.
Yeah, see,
We're
it's
all good.
solved. Man, that was easy, guys. Man, you guys were trying to get me to have access to Michael's intentional states. I mean, that was just ridiculous.
That's not ridiculous.
Yuri,
unrelated
Yuri, what was your birth month and year?
I'm not going to give you the month, but the year was 1999.
1990 what?
1999.
99.
January 1999. Got it.
February 1999. Right here.
Definitely a March baby.
Just playing here.
No, that is not a March baby. Both my kids are March babies. He is not
Yeah,
a
you're
March.
lying to me, Yuri. I don't like to be lied to, Yuri.
Wrath of Khan.
An adult that doesn't remember 9/11.
You know, with yeah.
So old.
I do remember 9/11. What are you talking?
Yeah, you were.
Where were you?
3 years old.
You're never supposed to
I don't know
forget,
that.
Yuri.
Yeah, of course I know what 9/11 is. When did I ever say I didn't know what 9/11?
Never mind.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever said that. Where was I? I don't know. I actually don't know where I was.
Oh, you don't know.
Yuri, what year did you graduate? Yuri, what year did you graduate high school?
I was homeschooled. Remember, I told you I was in a Jehovah's Witness family.
What year did you graduate?
I said I was homeschooled, so I didn't graduate the Orthodox way.
What year did you graduate the non-Orthodox way?
Whenever my mom said I was done.
What year was it?
Guess what we said? 17. I was 17, right?
You're 16, right?
Wait, are you asking me for? Oh, wait, are you asking me for like the year? Like
no,
the year.
That's not what I was asking. I said, what year was it? Jesus
2017.
Christ!
It was 2017, somewhere around that. It wasn't like, I don't think you understand how it works. I mean, you kind of like move on and do your own thing. You don't like graduate that way. So basically, you don't have like a ceremony or anything when you graduate, so it's not something that would be printed on your mind. So whenever you start getting like independence, this would technically be graduation. There's no like, I mean, you guys like, you guys are so, man, you guys are like hawks. I got to give it to you. Like, if I need something broken down, I'm gonna call you guys first, probably before the F. Or CIA.
Just don't lie to us. Don't lie to us.
Right.
It would be better if you're lying.
Yeah, if I came out and told the truth, right?
No, yes, because we would have more respect for you than just finding out later that you really did lie. Like we're having to kind of deal with now. You know what I mean? So we're trying to prove, and we're trying to just make sure that
I'm trying to be a rational agent
because we don't understand why.
Look, Yuri, I know what you're afraid of, right? I don't think people want to exclude you from the community. I think people think you're mature enough to be here, but still lie to us, okay?
Right, yeah, of course, Tom. Yeah, I always keep that in mind, like in the future and stuff. So thanks, Tom.
I was thinking more about the present, though.
Right. So if this is just some elaborate doubling down,
why are you guys so skeptical?
It's going to be really bad.
Look, Yuri, I'm telling you, if you just come clean right now, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen, dude.
Why don't you admit the obvious right there?
You should just tell the truth, Yuri. None of us care.
Yeah, these are you guys act. Oh my God, these are obvious tags.
None of us are going to try to get you kicked or anything. We want you to stay.
Right. Helena, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to gain their inferential justification almost. What inference is this based on?
Yuri, you will not be kicked. You will not be excluded from the community.
Is he fucking with us? I think he's fucking.
I think you're presupposing the universality of the laws of logic with that statement.
Yeah,
it's funny. Actually, if you think about it, Vic actually has a good argument about this because I was talking with Vic about this actually.
Quite
and
deflecting.
He was saying, hold on, we're going to get back to the topic. Calm down, Molly.
No, I think you need to stay on the topic because you're losing a lot of people here.
What do you mean by
it's not
that?
it's not a earth-shattering revelation. I mean, I'm surprised. I am, but I've come to terms with it. Just say it.
Oh wait, so if I say it right, if I give you the answer you want, you're saying so it would be non-propositional, basically, is what you're saying.
Oh my gosh.
Well, is there a way that you can prove it to us?
No. What I'm saying? No, you guys don't understand what I'm saying, right? So if we were to say, right, that if I gave you the answer, there would be no truth
Yuri,
value
all
assigned.
this deflecting is showing your true age. You really need to stop.
No, I'm just trying to find out. Like, I already told you that I'll show my ID tomorrow, so I don't understand the
a
problem.
sentence that's false is therefore non-propositional?
No, I messed up. I meant truth value. I'm sorry. I just learned. I've been having problems with this for weeks because I've been studying proposition.
He's already said he's gonna show us his ID tomorrow, so we just wait till tomorrow. If he doesn't show us, then we can bring it up.
Yeah, but Jovan, I already know the answer, right? And the only thing that he's gonna do is provide something that's fake.
Yeah, it was fucking Jade.
It
What?
was.
What?
Did you just admit that you are 16?
No, I don't think so.
What, Yuri?
I think so. Oh, never mind. Thanks, Yuri.
Yuri, would you like to tell us how old you are?
Am I crazy or did he say my name?
Yeah, he said that you're the one that told us.
What?
Yeah, because JHC was the one following the whole Justin train. I think.
What are you
I'm just
talking
making
about?
a rational. I'm making an analytical claim, basically.
Yuri, did you tell anybody that you were 16?
Apparently, JHC, I regurgitate Justin,
know what
and you
analytical
follow him
means?
home on the Justin train.
Yeah, it's an analytical. So basically, she made a hypothesis, right? And now she's
Yuri,
trying
do
to
me a favor,
basically
buddy.
prove that
Just tell me this, and don't lie to me. Did you tell anyone you were 16?
on like servers you guys wouldn't know.
Hard question.
On servers we wouldn't know of. Did you tell anyone that I know that you're 16?
No, I don't think so. Wait,
Look,
what was the
Yuri,
question?
Yuri,
No, wait,
listen
hold
to
on,
me,
let me
listen to
read the
me,
question.
listen to me.
Since your
Listen to
mom-
my voice, Yuri. I'm not mad at you. I'm not gonna exclude you from the community. I'm not gonna even scold you. I just want people to know how old you are when they interact with you, so they don't like approach you about like questions you jerk off or some bullshit like that. It's not appropriate, right?
You can redeem yourself with
No,
some
I'm on like on a
respect here.
deeper level than you guys, right? Because this is almost like a philosophical game, almost. Has to
No,
do
it's
with like
not, dude. We're just worried that like we got to be able to trust you, right? And if
We're
somebody's
worried about corrupting
want
your
you,
young mind.
and it's nothing to be ashamed of. We just need to know, you know.
See, what happened is that this is what happened, right? And this is how this whole contention got started. I'm gonna have to explain it like from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
I think some of you guys know I called into the atheist experience, right? And because I called into the atheist experience, I should have used the browser voice over IP thing, but I got impatient and I called the direct number. And so what happened was a sense that I'm a young adult basically, and right, and because I'm a young adult, not because of that, because I don't think you can make that distinction. But basically, what I'm saying is that I still my phone plan is still connected with my parents, right? But I still pay for my own phone plan. It just happens to be connected, right?
So maybe they found out that way.
I live on my own. So for some reason, out of all, like, I didn't expect this. My mom, she basically looked in through the logs, basically, for my phone, out of all things. And she called me one day. I was like sitting, I think I was on Discord actually at the time. And she called me, right? And she was like, hey, she still thinks I'm a Christian, basically. And she called me and she was like, hey, what's the atheist experience? Heart kind of dropped, but I don't like crumble under pressure, right? So I don't crumble under pressure, right? So I just like answered her question, like, what do you mean? I did like a Vic. I was like, well, what does that mean, right? And so when I did that, she started asking me questions, and I was like, oh no, they were talking. I deflected in a way where I was like, I brushed it off. I was like, oh no, they were talking about science stuff or something like that. So I just decided to listen in, to the show they had a guest
So
on.
you think they somehow got your information or something through that?
No. Will you guys shut up? I'm not going to tell you guys anything. If you
No, we'll let you finish.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
not going to. No, I'm not. Yeah, let me
Keep going.
finish.
It's
So
okay.
When your mom
listen, I'm going to mute some. I'm an admin, so I can mute some people. Right. So
don't start abusing your mom, Yuri.
yeah. So basically, what happened was because of that, I told Michael, and I thought it was a funny story, right? And I told Michael, and Michael's like, "Oh fuck," right? But I didn't expect Michael to go tell other people that, and so he told other people that in like the Palo Talker community. And Josh was like, "Hey, you still live with your parents?" And I'm like, "No. What made you get that inference?" And he was like, "Well, Michael told us the story basically," and so basically because of that, people started because how defensive I got, I guess, like with you guys, basically. I guess I like to double down a lot of times. And people and Justin thought it was a good idea to kind of mess with me about that, right? And so he made a joke that he was going to kind of like mess with other servers about this information.
It sounds like they already messed with you. How did your mom find out?
I had heard about your age when Justin was gone. Justin had nothing to do with the information that I was given.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't even see the analytical.
What do you mean you don't know what that means? Are you stupid?
No, I don't think I'm stupid. I just don't understand
Then
the
stop
relevance.
acting stupid.
Well, I don't understand the relevance.
Hey, Yuri, how did your mom find out you called into the atheist experience?
Because I told you we shared the same phone plan, you dumb.
Yeah, Yuri, when your mom asks you why there's like a bill for calling atheistic phone, you don't want to say, what does that mean? What is that? Or anything like that. Obviously, she knows. She's asking you a very direct and important question. Probably just want to get to like the bit where you're bullshitting.
I don't even know what was that a reference to,
Sorry, I
John. I'm so
misunderstood.
confused. I'm so confused.
Your mom said, "What's
But-
the atheist experience?" Right?
Yeah, and I was like, no, I didn't respond directly with what do you mean, right? I said, I think I may have asked her because it was a while ago. I said, what is it? Or, yeah, I admitted I called into it. And then she asked another question, and I said, what does that mean? Then I just went down that path. But yeah, but it seems like this is like an open and shut case, I think, almost. I mean, the thing that I told was accurate. You guys can ask Justin about this. I don't see why Molly's epiphenomenal experience has any relevance.
You stop it. Just stop.
It's not going to confuse us or like throw us off if you just like say a bunch of literally DD's term philosophy babble. But
Yuri, don't you live with? I know for sure. I've heard your parents in the background.
Dude, you had us fooled. Like, you're a really smart dude. It's not.
What do you mean you're trying to? Yuri, hold on. What do you mean you're trying to think?
No, Jovan has a point because I wasn't at my parents' house like the other day, so that could happen. But
no, it wasn't the other day. It was a while ago. Yuri, don't you live with your parents? You're 19. It wouldn't be a big deal if you lived with your parents, dude.
No, I don't. No, I don't live with them. A lot of times, if you hear voices in the back, that's so. And I sometimes hop on
I
Discord.
thought you told us that you lived with your parents.
I don't think I. It doesn't make any sense since I.
How long have you not lived with your parents?
I work a technical support customer service. Makes decent money.
Yuri, I messaged you. I don't know if you got it.
Oh no! People are just like spamming with messages.
You don't have to answer all of them, or you don't have. You know what? Just pick.
No, I understand.
Talk to them. It's best to get it out. You'll feel better. Trust me. Don't you want to feel better? It's cool, dude. It's totally cool. Like, I wish I was fucking 16. Fuck you, man.
16-year-old Agnes.
Yeah, I'm fucking old. Thanks, Jovan. Like, I wasn't that smart
I
at
was just
16.
thinking about how tight your body would have been.
Well, anyway, I gotta get some eggs. I gotta wake up in like 2. Well, I gotta go to bed, right? And so.
Did you admit that you're
16? And I'm gonna wake up in like 2 hours. I gotta finish some stuff. And by the way, Tom, I'm almost finished. The tasteless spot. So
Yuri, why don't you just go ahead and take a picture of your license for me right now and just blur it out real quick?
Did he admit it? He didn't admit it.
That takes work, and I gotta go
It
into
doesn't
like
really
the
take
editor
that
and.
much work. It literally takes 2 seconds.
I told you I could get it to you tomorrow.
Yeah, but you have a lot of time to do stuff to it in that time. You could just like take a pic, like use a black bar and paint, black it out, and then send it to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Is anybody going to be mad?
Look, he's already
Is anybody
told us.
going to be mad?
I think we can just let it go now. He's told us.
He didn't tell us.
He's going to live with, or he's going to go around coming to the server feeling off now, unless he gets it out.
Wait, what?
That's what I'm saying. You're going to feel bad.
Wait, no, wait. I want Helena. No, wait,
Helena. Wait, no, wait.
No, Helena said something. I want to hear what Helena. Helena, you there?
She was probably just regurgitating something that Justin said, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Just regurgitating.
No,
Justin.
Jason's accurate. Yeah.
God.
Well, anyway, like I said, it's like 2 a.m. No, 3 a.m. I'm sorry, where I'm at, and I gotta get some rest. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Somehow, a sentence involving Helen on regurgitating is arousing.
Yuri, how old are you?
Tom, are you saying something?
Yeah, Yuri, what's the selective service?
Oh my god, that's so good.
Uh-oh.
Bazinga.
It's been done.
You're toast, Yuri.
Yuri, you there?
This is a Tom classic.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to get attacked, guys.
That was brilliant, Tom.
I mean, well, if it is true, it's a bunch of adults attacking a teenager, right?
No, but there's a good argument, like was said before. I mean, we talk about some fucked up shit.
Well,
I don't really see anybody attacking Yuri.
Fucking dudes.
He's probably Googling the answer right now.
Wait, if this is your version of attack, you must not play.
I'm confused with the question, right? I don't
That's
know how the
interesting,
question.
Yuri, because you.
No, I'm
two
I'm
different. No,
trying to
let me
figure
finish
out-
real quick.
Listen.
Which question,
Let me
Yuri?
just. You should know the selective service on two
Whoa,
different
whoa,
levels.
whoa.
Don't explain it to him.
No, I
Yeah.
don't. No, wait. I know what the selective service is.
What
Right?
is
I'm
it?
not confused.
What
Dude,
is it?
I was a Jehovah's Witness. Dude, I was a
What is
Jehovah's
it?
Witness. I know what the selective service is.
What is it
Well,
then?
Mary Jane already posted in chat
I didn't.
for some weird reason.
What is it then, Yuri?
Yeah, I don't know why you did that, Mary.
What is it, Yuri?
For doing that.
What is it, Yuri?
Yuri, I was just trying to help you out. It seemed like you didn't
Don't
know the answer
no.
was.
Now you made it look bad, like if I was lying, and I obviously
Actually, you made yourself look bad, Yuri, by not answering the question when asked before you had a chance to look at what the fuck Mary Jane typed.
Has to do, dude. It has to do with the
Toast,
military.
Yuri.
Dude, it has to do with the military.
Oh, does it? Oh, you knew that all along because you were a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, but what did that have to do with the Jehovah's Witness thing?
Because Jehovah's Witnesses have this thing that they not sign, but they have this thing that they talk about like during the meetings or service, right? And they say because Jehovah's Witnesses are one of those religions that do not partake in war, and because of that, they talk about this. So that's why I said I know what the selective service is. I mean, you guys are just bullshitters, man. I'm fucking tired of.
Wait, Yuri.
And Mary Jane made me look dishonest because it made it seem like I looked in
Wait,
the thing,
what?
and that's not what happened.
How did
And now you're gonna blame Mary Jane for you looking dishonest. Seriously?
Wait, can we mute JJ? Because JJ's mic is
JJ,
on.
that's not helping.
But yeah, you have
JJ
the
is not
ability
even
to mute
helping.
JJ. You have the ability to go ahead.
Wait,
Okay,
Yuri,
JJ's
though, I
muted.
feel like it's kind of weird though, because I feel like if you knew the answer to that, you would have answered it away, like how you always answer everything right away.
No, see, now what you're
It's
doing is
kind of
showing
weird that you went
conjecture,
all
right?
quiet. Why were you all quiet?
Well, Vic goes quiet, right? Jack goes quiet, and so you got to go quiet sometimes because you got to
Yuri,
evaluate.
stop
the
mentioning.
intention.
Let me just help
Okay,
you out.
Yuri,
Stop
we know you're
mentioning.
16 and it's cool, dude.
Yuri, no, let me just help you out, buddy. Let me just
I'm a
stop
rational
mentioning.
agent, dude. You can't
stop
make me do
mentioning
irrational
Vic.
things.
Yuri, just come on, man. Stop mentioning Vic and stop mentioning Jack when you're having these conversations. It just makes you look worse.
So, Yuri, how did you approach the selective service?
I'm a duelist, though. Yeah, did you guys know?
Yuri?
No, I'm just
So,
messing with you guys.
Yuri,
No, I'm just messing.
how did you deal with the selective service?
Well, there's a thing, right? And my parents took care of this as well. So there's a thing that you have to do.
No. Your parents could not have taken care of this. You would have had to have taken care of it.
Yeah, your parents can't do the physical, Yuri.
Yeah, they can only do the immaterial.
Okay.
So where did you get?
What
So you
did you do? In
You
regards
got the
to
physical,
selective
right,
service?
Yuri?
Hello.
I'm trying to evaluate the property.
Okay, Yuri. Because
Do you guys want to hold him a 16 birthday or something?
Okay, Agnes,
Make him
please.
feel.
Stop for a moment. Yuri, this is something that you would have had to have taken care of, something which my son took care of and everything
No,
regarding
the
the select.
thing
Yes.
is-
Yeah, no.
listen,
Stop.
Molly.
Stop. Stop.
Tom
Because
is
this is
bullshit.
going. No. Stop. No one's bullshitting.
Yes,
Because
you
this
guys
is some,
are.
no,
That's why I'm so quiet.
Bunch of
I'm trying to think about how to
bullshitters, man.
respond.
Yuri, listen to me.
No, there is
listen
no
to me.
physical. Why did Tom mention the physical? There is no physical.
Okay.
What
So what did you do?
Joke with the immaterial. I don't even know what Tom
What did you do? then.
I'm trying to think now because this just sounds. I don't remember me having to do
I
like.
mean, I got registered in school, and I didn't have to take no physical. So Yuri might have just got registered without his knowledge, or registered at some point. I mean, it's not really that difficult.
Yeah, it's not. That's
Honestly,
what I'm trying to think because I've seen because I had older. Let's see, I had older members of my family, right, do this stuff, and I see them go through the process. So I'm very familiar with how the process happens.
Okay, what is the process?
And I don't remember. Yeah, and I don't remember anything that has to do with registration for anything like that. I never seen them have to do. I think my uncle did, but I don't know exactly because I was young when I saw that. But my other family members, I never had to see them do.
Yeah, you don't have to take care of it yourself. There's other ways to do
Yeah,
it.
because it
It's
was
just
bull.
basically just
Right when
signing
Tom
up
said
and
physical, right when Tom said physical, I went into Vic silent mode because I'm trying to basically, it's like when you work with a theist or a presuppositionalist almost. You gotta
It's like with you.
Tom is just so fucking dishonest.
Okay.
These little Koreans.
Okay, Yuri, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to help you out with this one, okay? Because when this
We don't
happens,
really need to hear
okay,
Molly's help because Molly's just talking
no,
about phenomenal.
Yuri, shut the fuck up and listen to me. Because Yuri, when you do turn 18 and you do receive that paperwork, what you're going to do is fill it out and tell them that you're Jehovah's Witnesses, and then you're going to send that in, and they're going to deal with it
I
from
already
there
said
on.
that, Molly.
No, you did not. You're
I did say
lying.
Jovan. Did I say that? I did say that. Jovan.
Say what?
That you have to. I told him that I had to sign stuff. I did
You said
say
you
that.
didn't remember if you had to sign stuff.
Yeah. Well, I did.
You
Well,
do
what
more
happened
than.
was
See, here's the thing, Jovan.
What happened
both
was
sides of my mouth. Well,
No,
the thing
Yuri,
is, I spoke out
because
both
it's
sides.
not just. See, it's not you signing something. Because had you actually really seen the form, you would know what you're talking about right now. But since you're not 18, you have yet to see the form.
Yeah, but Jovan already addressed.
You know, you don't want to say you're speaking out both sides of your mouth, Yuri. That's idiom.
Right, but I mean in like a philosophical sense. I'm using a colloquial.
No, but that's an idiom.
colloquial.
That's an idiom towards lying, Yuri. You don't want to use that.
Yeah,
That's
well,
just
I'm
saying
using the
you're lying to
colloquial,
them.
man.
No, it's not colloquial. That's what do you mean? That's the. Just don't use speaking out both sides of your mouth unless you're referring to lying, Yuri.
Yuri,
Tom,
we already know.
Tom, no, hold on. Tom, what do you think about this? You're just fucking dishonest.
I'm just disappointed in your line. I mean, that's all. I mean, I thought I've been like pretty clear about everything. I'm not even like really hostile towards you at all.
Right, we already talked about the ID thing. I don't get what's so complicated.
Just disappointed that you still feel the need to not tell me the truth.
Like, we're going to be more upset with you for not talking to us about it.
I mean, like
So
Yuri,
we already have the answer, but we want you to admit it.
I already know the truth.
Look, that's what prosecutors say all the time, right?
It's fine.
It's true,
Oh my
right?
gosh.
Hey, Yuri, you know what? It's also what prosecutors say when they actually know the truth.
That's also, yeah, that's I forgot what philosophical term that is, but yeah, that's true.
Philosophical term would be telling the truth.
But we also have necessary truths and propositional
Yuri's
terms.
so deep right now.
What if
hold on,
Molly had sent me the
I'm
the
not gonna.
form?
I don't want to get into the weeds a little bit, but maybe it would help explain why adults might be interested in this information about Yuri.
No, I already understand pedophilia, all different types of stuff, Discord, TOS. And look, I'm familiar with all of this, guys. You're not. See, I had this conversation a while ago, right? But you guys weren't there, and this is why they told me, but I needed to hang in debate.
Look,
right?
Discord is a platform primarily for gamers. There's people of all ages interacting with each other regularly. Discord knows all about it, and it's cool. It's not a problem.
No, it's cool. Yeah.
Now, our server is a little different because it's not centered around gaming. It's about like discussions.
Philosophy and actual interesting.
Well, I mean, like earlier we were talking about like, Danny getting pegged by his fucking date or whatever. But I mean, it's just like the topics. I mean, it's just gonna be kosher if people are privy to the information about you, so they don't like initiate these sorts of discussions or something like that.
Am I supposed to say something?
Yuri, if you send me a PM telling me the truth, I won't say a word out loud.
He sent you a PM saying what?
I said if he sends me a picture telling me, well, if not a picture, just send me a message telling me the truth, I won't say a word out loud.
Don't say a word out loud.
Yeah, I don't know what Jovan's doing. I mean, Jovan thinks he got someone by the balls. I mean, I don't understand. Oh yeah, my phone's at 7%, so we got to make this.
Yuri, can you imagine, just for example, your mom questioned you about the atheist experience. Let's just say you happen to be 16. I don't know if you are. Okay.
Right.
Let's say that you are, and imagine your mom finds out that you're an admin of a server of adults where we share pornography with each other. And we have a 16-year-old adminning it. Do you understand the sort of position that puts people in?
Right. Yeah. No. That's a huge problem. Actually.
Yeah.
That's actually really. Yeah. I wouldn't let my kids do that. So yeah.
You just want to put this underneath the rug.
Good point. I'm not 16.
So.
No, you guys don't understand, man. I have experience with this stuff. I was like when John, Dio, Shamos, all that shit.
We know.
I see how they get interrogated. I understand the questions. I understand the form.
Let's skip the fluff a little bit, okay?
Right.
I wouldn't be upset with you, Yuri. What I would be upset about, because it's not up to you, right? If law enforcement were to investigate, they're not going to say, Yuri, what do you think about this, right? They're going to say, oh, you adults, you had some idea that he was 16 and you let him admin a server with pornography and you were sharing it and you guys were talking about these topics with him. Do you think it's worth putting your friends in here in that kind of position? Especially knowing that you wouldn't be.
I would never do that, JHC. Never. I would never do.
Are you 16, Yuri?
I think this has something positive.
Hello?
I'm saying
couldn't quite hear that.
No, I'm thinking.
We're not asking if you're HIV positive.
You're thinking.
Right. No,
Do you want to think about it, Yuri? Do you want to think about it for the night and tell us tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll sweep this underneath the rug, and
he said, "I'm thinking about it." Yuri, come on, man.
No,
that's nothing to think about. That's something you know right off the top of your head.
Positive, I said, because I'm trying to see.
Am I 16 years old?
Nobody else should be talking. Let me talk to you for a second, right?
No. I'm trying to see if I can generate an advantage out of this, right? So I'm trying to see if you guys knew, right?
Here's one advantage for everybody in here is that we're not at risk of getting in serious trouble.
That's
a pretty good advantage.
You don't want people getting in trouble because of you, right, Yuri?
We already talked. You guys are just repeating the same thing. I think you guys.
Yuri,
already talked
your
about.
friend.
So I think it's out in the clear, Yuri. You know your responsibility to people in here. So I'll ask if you're 16 one last time, and then I won't ask you anymore. Are you 16, Yuri?
No.
How old are you?
I'm 7.
I knew it.
Jovan, it's unnecessary, but thank you.
I just turned 17. I could pull that one. I just turned 17.
I was thinking
like,
this whole time that this motherfucker turned
Yeah,
17.
don't worry about it,
So when we
guys.
were asking him 16 the
Yuri,
entire
thank
time.
I just
Yuri,
turned 17.
Yuri, thank you for telling me the truth.
Yeah, no worries.
You're
No, I
actually
was just- I was
16 and
playing-
you didn't actually turn 17. You're just saying you turned 17 to make it
Oh,
sound better.
no, Jovan. No, that's Jovan trying to start. No, I'm going to do an ad everyone's saying, but Jovan start.
Don't you fucking dare at
people send-
everyone.
Yeah, James. People send me nudes all the time. It's not a big.
No, it actually kind of it actually would be kind of a big deal. So
Yeah,
if you guys have sent Yuri nudes, you guys do some soul searching and
Yeah, no.
figure your shit
We
out.
need to.
Yeah, you were sending
delete-
16-year-olds nudes.
Yeah, in the meantime, you need to block his access to NSFW.
yeah. Someone pointed that out in general.
Yeah,
forgot
you're gonna need to have something that takes away your ability.
But
that
I
you
think
get
this
not
is
safe for work.
I think this is a general advantage for you, Yuri, because a lot of things you're gonna say is gonna be a lot more funny. Like you understand that Tom giggled at like 5 things you said in the last like hour more than usual.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a big deal, Yuri. It's all gonna be fine.
No,
Danny,
wait, no.
aren't
You
you
guys
sleeping?
don't even post that type of good stuff, right? So, I mean, I got like DC and
Alright,
Holy
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, thanks for your opinion on that, Yuri.
Yuri,
No,
stop.
no, but
Yuri, you gotta
Josh
stop
always said he
installing us every time we have these conversations.
No, but I was really in a deep because I didn't know how to approach it because I was actually willing to save it because I didn't know if I should play the 19 thing, the 16 thing, or 17. So I was just sitting there thinking, right?
Just be honest with us
What if there's
when we
no
ask you these
saving it?
questions.
What
Just
if-
do
what
that.
if
Just be
being-
honest.
Yeah, what if being honest is your real way to save it? Then what?
I don't know what.
You
Yeah,
don't
but
know
Yuri-
what that means?
Yeah,
No,
but
I
Yuri,
didn't know. I
usually
didn't
when
hear the
people, usually when we ask these questions of people and they're kind of wishy-washy like you, where we just ban them instantly. But the fact that we didn't, we gave you like all this
Million
time.
fucking chances. Yeah.
That's because we like you. We want you to be here.
Look, Yuri, you're still here. I did what I said I was going to do, right? Nothing happened.
No. I already know Tom. I've talked to Michael about this, all different type of stuff. I actually, when you sent me that DM, Michael knew. And me and Michael were talking about what we should do and how we should approach this. And Michael was just like, "You should be honest," but being honest wasn't really funny. So I just wanted.
You didn't take
Yeah, I was
his
honest
advice,
because-
though.
Wait, Yuri, was there anyone that was messaging you to not tell the truth?
Yeah, it's getting late.
No, boy.
Yuri, who messaged you and told you not to tell the truth?
No, I'm just joking. No, but I
Yuri,
genuinely
A couple
didn't.
days
who
ago that
messaged?
nobody was going to kick you. That we like you.
Wait, Helena knew
Don't
this
worry
whole
about
time?
No, Helena was just lying. She was just regurgitating Justin's talking points.
No,
right?
Helena's smart. Wait, Yuri, you're underestimating Helena. When she asked me the question as to whether you, how old were you? I said, oh, didn't Yuri say he was 19? Helen knew right then and there, right, Helena?
When
Remember that? Yeah, it was
No.
yesterday.
Yuri,
When
did
you
you tell someone you were?
Yeah. Yes, I
Lie
did.
to
You
us.
said Yuri said he was 19. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
couldn't
should
hear
have.
you trying to say
That gave it
again.
away for you, huh?
Shut up, guys.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Chum.
All right, well, I have a confession to make. I didn't tell Yuri to lie, but I fed him loads of loads of information about the selective service and how the.
Can somebody just ban Sam?
No, but look, I did it out of love, man. I didn't want Yuri.
Sam,
You did it.
just
Hold
because
on.
you tell the truth.
Hold
Just
on,
because you're
Sam.
telling the truth doesn't mean you can be cool like Yuri.
Sam, you did this. You did.
Yeah, we don't really want to hear what JHC has to say, so we're just going to mute JHC.
Oh no, you don't. You don't.
Oh
do that.
no.
JHC didn't do anything.
Who's defending you?
His dick just screaming at a mic from across the house.
I don't know who it is.
Yuri, if we had a timeout share, you'd be in it. Okay?
Yeah, I'm an admin, though. I'm an admin, and
Uh,
Josh and Brat was
Not
like,
for long.
That needs to change
Yeah.
ASAP.
Wait,
buddy.
no,
You can be a
no.
mod. No, you can be a mod. The options are. So here's what'll happen, right? For me, not much is going to happen. I'm going to take a little easier on you, Yuri, because
Wait, I'm confused.
You're
Wait, hold
minor.
on.
No,
Wait,
listen.
hold on. Before
In a good way. No, I'm gonna
blocking-
finish my. I'm gonna finish my sentence.
Sorry.
Mute him again, Yuri.
You-
Mute him again.
If you remain an ad.
We didn't. I was joking, you asshole.
I mean, I won't stay here, right? Not because I don't like you, but I'm not going to be on a server where pornographic content is adminned by a minor. You can still be. You can still be a moderator. What?
Yeah.
And I got
um,
alt
muted
accounts and stuff, so it doesn't matter. So
What? No,
This is
Yuri,
kinda like the
why are you
whole gun
double?
control.
Why are you doubling down on this? Look, this isn't crazy.
Look, listen.
Nothing's gonna
see, no.
change. You're just gonna lose access to NSFW chat. That's it.
Look, I just won't look at NSFW chat, okay?
That's a lot.
That's not good enough.
No, that's not gonna happen.
As we
That's
speak,
just like Leela
No,
saying
wait,
she
hold
doesn't.
up. Who's this peanut gallery guy? Who's this like a crimson dude? I think we just kick him.
Do you really need access to NSFW?
Yuri, you're going insane. You need
Yeah,
to
do I
relax
need
about
access to
this being
NSFW?
I guess I'm the target now.
I mean, no, I don't think so because I got like other places, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Who's the
you can
target?
do it,
Yourself.
but
I'm not interested in what you do on the internet as far as pornographic content.
yeah, I'm just gonna like I'll create a role for myself, so I don't have.
No, you
Yuri,
won't.
don't.
What?
This is what makes adults uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, this is unacceptable.
You're
behavior. I'm out of here. You guys need to take care of this 16-year-old thing that I'm in a
17.
fucking server with.
You're
He's
admitting
not
in front of-
17. He's 16. He lives at home with his parents, and this is an absolute bollocks bullshit.
The only person that can do anything is Godless, because God has me.
You're admitting in front of a group of your best friends that you're gonna do everything you can to avoid being put under control.
Look, you can have all of your roles replicated, right? It's just going to take a little work. The only thing they're going to do is remove your admin access, and they're going to manually click all the buttons back except for access to certain rooms. That's it. You can still mute and kick and whatever you want to me.
And hell, you can go on porn.
Make new
on
roles.
Your computer.
Announce stuff.
Instead of out of the server. Yeah.
See, look, I created the role already, and if an admin wants to check, all the permissions are put in place. So, but
If you're
yeah,
an admin,
He just keeps trucking on, man.
the admin role overrules any other roles. So the fact that you created a role doesn't mean anything.
yeah, but I actually
There
wanted
is
to hear
like the
Chum's question.
juggernaut, dude.
Chum had a question. I wanted to hear of it. And plus, Josh and Godless already know, so you know it's not a big.
What?
Were you dishonest?
Guys, nothing you guys are saying is
Oh.
gonna stop him. Your words
Why
are
do
just walls that he's crushing right through.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do about the.
I mean, Yuri, this is just non-negotiable, right? I'm gonna
already
tell you
knows
why. Because the owner of this server, right, is not going to handle very well a mass exodus because you want to see porn in NSFW here. No
That's
one will
weird.
ever come. No one's gonna come here. Do you think Godless wants that?
Wait. I see some sort of inconsistency, right? Because there's over 17-year-olds that still have access to not safe for work. So I'm.
Who?
Oh, really? Who?
Tell us who
Patrick.
they are and we'll give them the role.
Right?
Who's Patrick?
Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, Patrick. He's
He's
I mean,
what?
how's that inconsistent if nobody knows who he is or what? He is? Remove that shit.
Well,
right?
you guys don't know who I am. Like in some possible.
Lied to us.
Some possible
In
world.
some possible world. You don't know
Helena,
who I am,
can you do me a favor,
hypothetically.
please? Could you please remove my moderator role here on this server? I am not going to have anything to do with moderating this server right now when they're
Already
dealing
did.
with Yuri.
You already did, Molly. I got rid of your mod. You want me to
Yuri,
get rid
you
of your
weren't
super
being
script as well?
asked.
Yeah, and go ahead and fix my name then.
Yuri, you weren't being asked.
He did it anyway.
Yeah, I'm an admin, so yeah.
You were
I
being
don't-
told by an adult. I shouldn't joke like that.
No, but
Yuri.
it
I
was
promise that's the
it was
last one. All
Justin's
right.
fault though. Damn it! If Justin didn't do shit, man, then we wouldn't have this conversation. And the thing is, Justin tried to help me out. He said that he was just
But
trolling.
all you're
about it.
doing there, you're fucking yourself more, man. Just stop.
What you said,
I'm
Justin
trying to
was
help
the
you right
one.
now, man. Stop saying shit like that because all you're doing is saying, "Look, I was trying to lie to you guys more and make it you guys more in trouble and maybe possibly fuck you guys over more."
But I kind
Justin
of
fucked
adhere
me
to
over.
I heard a long time ago on Krillism.
Yuri.
Look, let me say this one thing. Let me say this one thing.
Like, it's annoying that I hear
So-
things like your parents, and then you're just gonna
Look,
lie
let
to
me
me
give you
straight
some
up and
advice,
act like I didn't hear shit.
Let me
and
give you
make
some
me question
advice
what I
about Justin. Right. So when there's a secret of yours that Justin has, for example, the identity of DGH before, he doesn't think about revealing it based on whether or not you care. He thinks about it as whether or not he cares. So
no, I don't understand.
So in the case of DGH, he just didn't really care anymore if people knew because someone once said something somewhere. So whatever, I'll just like say the true identity of DGH. So it's DGH didn't want that said, but he just didn't. But Justin didn't care anymore.
Wait, so can we ask DGH for news?
No, Yuri, dude, look, just stop talking, right? Stop doing what you're doing. The best thing for you to do now is to take the compromise. Just bite the bullet, take the compromise. You don't lose much. Just do it.
Yeah, I'm not going to lose much from this anyway. So it's not a big. Right.
Didn't you tell a story that it was Michael who told, or did I?
No, I'm sorry,
No,
but
you
you know what
refer-
you're exhibiting right now, Yuri? Why we wouldn't want someone your age in this server. Your behavior right now is indicative of you not being a part of the server, the way you're behaving. Instead of saying, hey, I mucked up, I lied, what do we need to do to fix this? Compromise? Okay,
What
I'm
do you
willing
mean?
to work
JJ
with
does the
this.
same thing, and JJ's fucking 50.
Okay,
Yeah,
but I'm not
but-
talking about JJ, am I? I'm talking about Yuri saying, okay, you want to play with
Yeah,
adults?
JJ was banned for doing.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm confused.
You want to be in a room full of adults? Then you know what?
I
Quit
didn't lie.
acting like a fucking child, Yuri.
Wait, I didn't lie.
There was a phase where it got so bad that he.
You guys asked me if I was 16, and I said I was, and that was the truth.
We also
So
asked
I'm
you
confused.
if
You said
we
you
also
were
asked,
19.
Yeah, we also asked you if you ever told anybody that you were 16 on Discord, and then you lied about that.
Isn't there something
No, he
you
didn't.
can
He
do
told
with
the story about Michael. He told the truth there. That's when he told the story.
Yeah,
about
you said you were born in '99.
And you told me that you didn't live with your parents, and I said I
Wait,
heard your
isn't
parents in the
there
background.
like
You
something
said
you
that you
can
went and
do?
visited.
Wait,
If
isn't
you're
there
born
something
in
you can do
99, that
like
means
to
it's
answer this question? Well, I'm trying to figure out. Isn't there like some sort of paraconsistent logic you could bring up in
Oh
order
my.
for?
Jerry, are you trolling us?
No, I'm just.
Look, Yuri, I don't know what it is you don't understand. When the boys in blue roll up to get me, right? I can't say Yuri something paraconsistent logic. They don't buy shit like that. They just slap the cuffs on.
I don't accept the
They don't
principle of
respond to
explosion,
this
Copper.
type of talk, okay?
And you don't want Tom to go down for something like
No, because Tom makes good friends.
that. Right. Okay. Cool. So you get it?
Yuri, I'm not gonna last in jail, okay? Trust me.
No, Koreans don't typically last in jail. You're right. But yeah.
I'd like to see
Now
the
we all know.
citation.
Now we all know, and it kind of. I guess now that everyone knows now.
Yeah,
right. I'm just
Yuri.
kind of hope.
Yuri.
I wish I would have told you guys yesterday because that would have been more fun. But no.
Yeah, I wish I would have told you guys before you guys found it out on your own.
Yeah.
You caught me lying.
That happened 4 days ago.
Yeah, I wish
5 days
Yeah,
ago.
but I don't know what
Yeah,
Helen
that's
was talking about, but
forever.
yeah, I genuinely have to go now.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on,
it's gonna
Yuri. Wait. One. I just have a couple quick questions. Have any adults on here sent you directly pornographic materials? And you don't have to answer yes. Think about that in your head, and then do your best to get rid of it, please, on behalf of anybody.
I know for a fact there's been some at least semi-provocative pictures sent to you.
If you've downloaded them on your computer, right? Just delete them.
I know I haven't been here all night, but has Yuri said or done anything stupid?
Oh, Yuri is
Nothing comes to mind, Seth.
Yuri is 17. He's deafened.
Seth is deafened.
What do you mean? Why did you deafen him? Seth, he's 17 and he deafened you for some reason.
I was gonna say, what happened? I couldn't hear for a second.
Yeah, we finally get to treat that him. He's been lying to us all night.
Yeah, but Seth, can you send me over some of that stuff you put in us real quick so I just can have it?
Yeah,
Wait, what if Yuri leaves the server and comes back? Won't all his roles be erased?
That's
Not
correct.
his DMs.
He wouldn't be an admin. He'd lose all of his roles.
Oh, so yeah, you probably kick him.
You can't kick me. Wait, you can't kick me.
No, we said if you leave.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
We know that already.
I was like, I'm not going to do that.
Oh my God.
Well, we're just
Yuri,
gonna have to leave this.
let me just help you out, Yuri. If you were to just go down there and hit the leave server button real quick, you would probably solve all your problems for tonight.
Yuri, you realize
We'll send you an invite right back. You'll become a moderator. Everything will be good.
No, I don't trust you guys on that one, right? Because I know you guys.
Yuri, we're not going to keep you out. We're not going to lie. I haven't
Yuri.
lied to you, Yuri. You lied to me.
Yuri, do you
Holy
trust
shit,
me?
Yuri, you're getting to be like a worse and worse person by the minute.
Yuri, I think it's very obvious it'd be hilarious if we talked you into leaving and coming back and then not giving you your mods.
Yeah, that's why I think we should wait for
It's only gonna
Godless.
be funny for like 15
No, I think you guys are really dishonest guys, right? Because we talked about Godless.
We're the dishonest people, Yuri.
I'm Yuri. I'm
Really
not gonna.
not.
I will give you back your mods personally.
I don't trust Helena either, because Helena, I just don't.
Oh my God.
Because Helena, why?
No, me and my.
Yuri, check your DMs, please.
Yuri,
I don't feel like it.
Yuri, you're actually one of my. You're getting to be on like my list of people that I don't like.
Listen, we can
Helena has a
fix.
safe intuition.
We can
Helena
fix
is
all of
secretly
this,
a
guys. We can fix all of this.
Yeah,
That's the
you
way
know,
you're
you
acting.
fix it. You just go down there. You how do you hit the leave server? I forgot how you leave.
Right click.
Yeah, me too. I don't. Yeah, actually, if can I be honest
Yeah,
with you
here,
guys?
just go up to the top, right click on the server, and just hit leave server, and we'll send you an
There's
invite.
there's an easier way. Just
Wait, I'm
say you have. Just tell us that you have Layla's docs, and you're not going to tell who gave you.
No,
No, he's an admin. No one can kick him. Look,
Why don't we just go?
Yuri, look, listen to me, Yuri. People
Are we
will just
having a
leave.
bitch fest?
Shut up, Catalina.
Oh.
Let me just mute this guy. Hang on a second. All right, it's either this is gonna happen, Yuri, or everyone's just gonna leave the server, and then Godless is gonna do it anyway. There's no winning.
No, yeah, I want Godless to do it. No, I want Godless to remove.
Wait, why does he have to leave the server and come back?
It will remove
Yeah, I don't
all of
know
his
why.
roles. We can't kick him because it's an admin. That way we can
not
send him an
another
invite.
admin
Why
not
do
do
we want to
that?
get rid of his roles?
We can always
Because
go
we don't
to,
want him to be an
set me up like
admin
this.
as a minor.
we can always go to bonus buttons right
sure.
now even.
And Tommy, you can't do it as an admin either.
No. Still, we found out Yuri's 16.
7.
He says 17, but people are saying
I don't believe you're 17 at all.
Yeah, given all the times he's been lying.
We
I
found
don't
it
think
out
we can believe-
eventually. He admitted to it, but he lied to us for the longest time. But he eventually admitted to it.
I remember him in Krillism. So that's gotta be. He was like
Why
50.
didn't you just tell him like you told me, Yuri?
He deafened himself.
When did he tell you, Seth?
It's not funny unless he reacts. It's dead now. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
I wonder when his birthday is.
So there's a decent number of you motherfuckers who've known for a long time.
Long time means what?
I don't know.
I knew he lived with his parents. I didn't know
I've
how
known
old
for
he
about
was.
5 days.
I thought he was 17 when we met him in Krillism.
This is the fruit of moral nihilism.
Dio, you're the most piece of shit in here. Just shut up.
Yuri, lied to me.
He's deafened.
Tom, we're gonna have to fix our bad scale.
Yeah,
good.
well, I think that Yuri would be to the right of Hill.
Let's go to Tom's server.
Who was the person that said they would be
But let's
friends
just
with
how about
Hitler?
this. We'll all just leave the server, alright? It's gonna fucking send shockwaves when Godless wakes up tomorrow. It's gonna get done ultra fast, and we'll come back if we need to.
We should. Yeah, we
Sounds
should.
like a good idea.
I'm
Where's
actually really
Tasteless on
bad
that?
at Yuri.
Oh, I get it. We don't know where Hitler is on the bad scale because Tasteless doesn't know.
Oh, Sam was the one that said he'd be friends with Hitler.
No, I never said that.
Yeah, he
Jeez.
did. I remember. It was because I was talking about how you were friends with Ace, and I know it's funny to make that, but it's. I said,
You're friends with Ace? What the fuck is wrong with you?
You know, Sam, you have some real soul searching to do, Mister.
Hold on.
Mister, I'm feeding you
Oh, no.
information.
Hold on. Shut the
He
fuck
had to
up.
bite the bullet and say he would be friends with Hitler.
No, I never. I remember that conversation. I never said that.
Yeah.
No. I remember how that started. I
Yeah,
remember.
what's the purpose of feeding him that information?
Oh my god. Okay, let me answer the first question. I'll get
No,
to the
he
second.
said it was because it was out of love
Turn off all the lights.
of a minor.
Yo, can I answer the question at any point in time? Okay, thank you. So, Joe, I remember that conversation. I didn't say I'd be friends with Hitler. What I said is that Ace and Hitler weren't comparable.
No, the conversation went something like, I'd asked you why you'd be friends with Ace because he's such a piece of shit. You said you don't really care about like the personality of the person that it actually is, right? You didn't really care about the things Ace does or the things he does to other people. And I referenced that to Hitler. I said, well, okay, then you would be friends with Hitler then because you say you would just ignore everything that you dislike about him and just like the things like if he was a really good pool buddy, you'd like him and be friends with him because of that.
No,
you
I
disregard all the bad aspects of somebody and say you're friends with them just because you like hanging out or like saying some things with them. And yeah.
No, I never said that. I don't recall saying that.
You did say that.
No,
you said that you.
No, you're doing what you usually do, and you're mischaracterizing things other people said, right? But I would never say, "Oh, I'd be friends with somebody regardless of their beliefs," right? All I said was
you did.
All I said was something along the lines of me and Ace have common interests. Me and Ace agree on certain things, and I don't think any of the things Ace believes are like disqualifying categories for me. So, for example, right? Ace is a race realist, right? I'm not a race realist, but I don't see that as a disqualifying category for me being friends with someone. But and then I remember you brought up Hitler, and I said something along the lines of, I just don't think Ace is morally comparable to Hitler. But I never said anything like that. That just sounds insane.
I gotta say, I didn't think about the not safe for work thing, because I don't go in there. It just never crossed my mind. I just thought he was embarrassed.
Yeah, and it's okay. I mean, if he would have answered that he was 19 again when I asked him the last time, I was just gonna leave any server that he was in, right? Because he already admitted that he has a mom who monitors his phone log. He's living at home. I mean, imagine that nightmare where she finds out there's a bunch of adults on a server that he's an admin of posting porn.
Yeah.
Talking about men fucking each other's in the asses all the time.
That's a nightmare scenario.
I didn't even, I don't use the not safe for work. It didn't even cross my mind.
Oh, no, come on. We all know you binge.
But JC, don't you like have to know though? You can remain.
No, you actually don't have to know, right?
Oh.
I mean, but that's the thing, is if there were questions about it, right? Yeah. And we didn't take like appropriate steps, like I'm not interested in like risking it. Not to become like a sexual predator for the rest of my fucking life.
I posted so much stuff in NSFW.
He asked you to send him the stuff from NSFW too, so.
I didn't do that, thank God.
I think all of you should just leave.
That's a good idea.
Can I have my mods back so I can move
is
him?
Yuri still there? Yuri, are you still there?
Want your mods back?
Oh, hey, Danny, what's up, bro?
Yeah, I want to move him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a nurse. I don't need this shit.
Yuri,
You're not a nurse.
Wait, hey, Yuri, you understand that
I am.
that if you were to leave,
you're not.
Does anyone hear Danny talking right now?
Man, fuck off.
Let Danny
If
talk.
you're gonna leave, then do it. Stop talking about it.
Yuri, I think that the whole room would respect you a lot more. We would have a lot more respect for you if you just act maturely and go ahead and leave the server and come right back, and you'll get all the roles, but the ones that we've already outlined that you would get or not get.
Right.
I think that would really demonstrate that you are acting like someone that's older than your age. But what you're doing right now, like kind of like bolstering your defenses here and kind of doubling down, it's not. That's characteristic of someone that we should be very wary about in terms of hanging out with.
I'm gonna have to leave.
It's just that I've known you guys for like so long, and I
coming
just
right
know
back,
that sometimes you guys bullshit.
Yuri, I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna. I will personally give you back your mods.
Look, I'm telling you right now, Yuri, it's happening. Like, Yuri, it's going to happen. The thing is, Yuri, you got to understand, it's going to happen, buddy. It's either going to happen with or without you, and it's going to be better for you to do it with you, right?
I'm gonna have to.
It's just going to be. It's just more rational for you to do it, Yuri. Otherwise, you're just being irrational.
I wish this would have happened like earlier in the day, like so I could talk.
Yuri, did you even hear a word I just said? Repeat what I just said, Yuri.
Godless is going to be very angry with you if she comes on tomorrow and finds out that people rebelled against her server because of you.
Look, we'll see you in about like a minute. Just in and out.
You already have an invite back to this.
But I got my like ultra leftist roles and like.
You get it right back, dude. You'll be a mod. You'll be able to put it on yourself.
You're literally insulting all of our relationships. Like, if you really care, like if you really thought that we were, close in any kind of sense. Oh, he did it.
He left. He's doing it.
Jesus Christ.
Who's Catalina Gearbox? Honestly,
crazy person.
He's a Catalina noise box. He just should be me.
I did not.
Who's giving the link to Yuri?
He's already got it. I just sent it to him.
I do not think you have that's fact.
it's fine. Ish.
Yeah.
All right, somebody give him his rolls back.
Okay, he's in.
He gave in and left the server?
Yeah, he left.
Yep.
Good job.
You guys are
Yuri.
amazing.
Thank you.
Good choice, Yuri.
Yeah, that probably wasn't easy.
JC, I think I have to leave DC.
No, I actually fucked up because actually what I was going to do is I was going to create an artificial role within the roles, right? I was going to rearrange the permissions for mod.
Yeah,
right?
see, this is why we can't trust you then.
Yeah, and I forgot to do.
No, he's saying he forgot to fine tune his roles. I'm guessing right now, Yuri, you have access to NSFW again because there's no way they changed the permission.
No, I don't see not safe for work on here just yet. I'm just more concerned about having access to like the server setting. Like I created the mod thing, so because I do like a lot of the bot stuff, and I can't like do anything with the bots or anything, so it makes it hard.
I think there's probably an admin here that would work with you on that.
What role do you want?
No. What I want, I just want the ability to like to have administrator or something close to that, so I can ban people, kick people, and have access to like bots and.
No,
Look, I'm
making it for you right now.
You don't need to be able to ban people or kick.
Like I know for one thing, I do have the ability to.
Yuri, hold on. The thing with the bots, since I know a little bit about Discord's API, you don't really need that. You could just.
Helen, when you get a chance, can you make me mod?
Did you just mute me, you little faggot? Dude, look, you don't need.
All right, wait, what?
Yeah, so you don't need access. You don't need admin permissions to manage bots. What you could do is just ask GG to approve the bots when you add them. Like you don't need.
But GG doesn't know how to do that.
No, it's GG does for sure. You just have to check boxes. Like you can still program the bots and just have GG approve them. You don't need permissions for that.
Yeah, Helen, are you creating that?
Helen, when you get a chance, can you please make me mod? Gallus wanted me to be mod. Please.
That'd be a
are you fucking
horrible
kidding me? I'm a
idea.
helper now. Jesus fucking.
For now.
You're on probation.
No, wait.
No, I'm making you a roll. I'm making you a roll.
Why don't you run it by Tom first too?
Also
See,
check
that's
the
what I told.
permissions on the
have all
member
the
role.
stuff you want.
No, I got no. See now, but this is always a learning experience, right? So next time something like this happens, I don't do what you guys say, and then I let
What are you
Jade.
talking
What are
about?
you talking about? I'm
The
making
fuck are
you
you
a roll
talking
right
about, Yuri?
now.
No, because Jade, she's bullshitting people.
No,
What? What did I? Who did I bullshit?
JHC,
What?
why would you bullshit people, you jerk?
Yeah, right, Socrates. Yeah.
What am I being accused of? I don't get it.
Look at this guy. Only someone who's guilty would ever ask, what am I being accused of ever?
Oh, I can't even delete messages, man.
I'm not done. Give me a second.
Calm the fuck down, Yuri.
I'm gonna give you everything you want. Okay? Just hold on a minute.
What are you giving him?
I think what Helen is trying to do is to make him a custom role where he has mod stuff, but just no access to NSFW.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so now let's go and we can even
No,
talk
what are
about
you
it
giving
together,
them the
Yuri.
ability to do?
Well, let's talk about it. So, display role members you don't need. Allow anyone to mention this role. You don't need that because people are going to call you by Yuri. View audit log, yes. Manage
Wait, what
roles.
was the first one? What first one? View what?
The
What
log.
was the first one? No, what was the first one you mentioned that I don't?
The one you don't need? Allow
Yeah, the
anyone
one I
to
don't need.
mention this role.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, I
because
feel
it's just going to be you and it has your
dishonest.
name. What dishonesty?
No, I'm telling you.
Managing roles, does that entail that he could add NSFW roles to himself?
No, that does not entail that.
It does actually. Create
Yeah, it
new
does.
roles and
Yuri, I
edit.
don't think you're in a position to be complaining right now.
Why are you
Question,
giving
He
him
wants
all
to
this
be able to
special
make
treatment?
roles.
He can
I-
be a fucking mod and be happy with it.
What?
No, well, mods
purpose of
probably can
keeping-
see NSFW.
I don't think mods can affect roles.
Wait, why are we keeping Yuri out of NSFW?
So
At least they don't have a
Socrates, he's a minor.
Oh, yeah, that's smart. Oh, yeah.
I guess we need either manage roles or manage channels. Or you can just promise that if we give you both manage roles and manage channels, you won't
Mods
give
don't
yourself
even. Mods can't even manage roles. Mods don't even have the ability to manage
guys,
roles.
calm down. Look, listen. We can sort this out, right? So, I can make a promise, right?
No,
And
not
that-
interested.
No.
Who is?
Yuri, do you know how long it took us to get this far?
No, I don't even know. Who this Crimson guy is, but we don't need like peanut gallery.
Look, Yuri, I don't know. Let me explain this to you one more time. We are going to get everything that we want because we can just protest and leave, and Godless will just cave. So just
kick members for sure. Ban members, yes.
Mods don't even have the ability
Mods
to ban
don't
members.
have that.
It doesn't matter, Jovan. That's like a false dichotomy.
We can't even.
Manage
Doesn't
nicknames.
matter.
Changing the names of other people.
Dang it, man.
We can
Tom
have
with the
that.
psychological, sociopathic skills fucked me up.
Well, if you want to be kicked out of the server and us go to Tom's and you be kicked out of the NSFW with no roles there, we can do.
Agnes is becoming a bitch.
Okay.
Well, someone's gonna have to be your moderator.
I even formulated a physicalist argument. Motherfucker.
Think about what I just said. Think about what
I kind of want to hear that sentence again. I formed a physicalist argument for what?
She
to
wanted
view
to get an argument for
NSFW?
physicalism, right? And so I said physicalism was absurd, but I would do my best. And I know about argument has problems, but some dudes who don't know philosophy, the argument should.
Yeah, all right. Enough with the philosophizing. This is just death throes, right? I mean, you're like the T-1000. You're already in the pit of steel. You're just like changing into random forms now. Just fuck. Listen to hell no.
All right. So should we go over them?
Yes, we can go over.
Give him the ability to mute and kick.
I gave him kick. I gave him mute. I gave him. I think he could have. You guys don't want him to have ban.
That's all he needs.
You don't want him, and you don't want him to have manage roles or manage channels.
No,
Wow,
he's,
you guys,
he's,
see, I was
he's
right.
a
You guys are
moderator.
bullshitters.
That's it. He's a moderator.
Yeah, you guys are bullshit.
What about manage roles? He could manage the roles.
You know
if he
what, Yuri?
promises.
Really? You're lucky you're here.
Probably you don't want to give him manage roles just so you can say he has no access to NSFW.
Look,
Well,
guys,
no,
I can look, I have alt accounts. Dude,
If you
I
give
have
him
alt
managed
accounts on the
roles, he
server.
will have access to NSFW.
Look, I
Right, so
have
you're
alt
saying you're
accounts
going
on
to
the
use
server.
alt.
Okay,
No, I said
see,
it
let me
doesn't.
say
No,
something right quick, please.
no,
What
listen.
you don't understand, no, you need to stop and listen for one moment. This little fucking game that you've been playing could have fucked a lot of people. You could have caused a lot of trouble to adults here in this server by your little underage antics. So what you need to do is shut the fuck up, take your moderation roles, and be bloody well happy with it. Do you understand? Because you think that you are some special little fucking snowflake. You're not. You're lucky that a bunch of people didn't get in trouble thinking you were overage, sending the shit and having the conversations they've had with you. So shut the fuck up, be happy that you're in this server, take your moderation role, and live with it.
Yeah, I don't know what Molly's talking about, right? Let's kind of like stipulate the dialectic and understand
Yuri,
what she's talking.
do not make me come
Stipulate
for
a
you.
dialectic.
What the
What does
fuck
that
are you
mean?
doing? No, come on.
Yuri,
At this point, I'm just like saying, don't even give him mod. Like, this is insane.
Yuri, don't make me come after you.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to leave GC and Holy JHC.
Why Holy? Is he in?
No, wait, hold. I think we're all overreacting, right? Let's kind of go
I
back,
just never
right? I'm not
thought
trying
of
to
the
be
not
funny, but
safe
let's
for
go
work
back.
thing. Just never
Wait,
occurred to me.
what did
go
Yuri
back.
do
Right.
that's scaring everyone?
Look, 'cause I'm underage. I'm 17.
Is
He's
is
been
that
lying about his age his entire time.
No,
okay.
the issue is that when we finally found out that he was a minor, I pointed out that he's an admin at a server where there are adults who post pornography,
Yeah, okay. That
and
makes
that I'm not comfortable being in a server where a minor is an admin and there's pornography being posted. So that's all
that
we're
seems
trying to do
reasonable.
is fix that, and it seems like it's going well. But every once in a while, Yuri pipes in and he says, "I'm just gonna make alt accounts." No,
Listen,
Yuri, you're the one who says you're gonna make alt
straw manning,
accounts.
but it's fine.
What
Not
did I
straw
straw man? Which
Listen,
part?
Just ban
I
him.
think when Yuri said he was
listen.
going to make
Just
straw
listen.
accounts, he
Calm
was
down,
pointing
guys.
out that he can get access to NSFW. I think that's what he meant when he pointed
No,
that out.
I know. I realize that.
Thank you, Socrates.
I
It's
realize that.
irrelevant, though.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying is that there might be adults in here who are uncomfortable with the idea that there's a minor in here that we're currently crafting this custom superpower mod position for.
Right.
And when we say we're doing it so that he's not going to have access to NSFW, but he gets to keep his special powers, he's saying, I'm just going to make alt accounts so that I can view the pornographic material.
Yeah. So Yuri, even though you can find a way around
Yeah,
getting
that's the
access
straw
to
man
NSFW,
right there.
No, Yuri, hold on, Yuri. You understand that just because you can see NSFW, that's not the point. The point is, if you're going to be officially an underage person on this account, they want to have like it's plausibly real that you're not going to have
Sounds like
access
a
to
college.
NSFW on this account. All right, so just accept it. Just let it go.
You're interrupting him. He's even.
No, I just didn't know what it meant to be officially underage, either underage or not. So they say
He's
officially.
saying underage, knowingly underage on that account.
I'd like
We
to call a
knowingly know
meeting.
that account is associated with an underage person. If you come in
Can
on a
I
stock
talk to a
account,
couple of you
that's an
guys?
unknowing account. We don't know whether that account is associated with an underage person, so we have plausible deniability. If we know that you're underage, we have no plausible deniability.
Right, yeah.
So just accept
JHC, are we able to have a private chat? Like if we
Sure.
went into the other channel? Not you.
Can I, like Helena, can I have
Go
the ability
JC.
to move people? Can I move people for the various voices?
I think I gave you move people.
Okay, thank you.
Let me
Now,
No, the only thing that I thought was dishonest, right? The only thing that was dishonest was that you guys said that I basically have admins, but just not access to not safe. That was the only thing I was pointing out.
No,
I
he
don't
said
really
he was
care.
going to make you a mod.
Right, a mod, but then Helena said that I'm just gonna have all the roles, as admin and stuff, like I want, but
what
I
would
just
be
won't
the
have access
point?
to
Yeah. What are you missing? What do you need? Provide
To
feedback.
be honest, No, to be honest, I don't really care, right? I was just trying to point out that the
You
dishonesty,
care,
right?
Yuri. Come on.
And why I'm
You
justified.
don't care what your roles are going to be because this is a lot of work that could be avoided by giving you none.
No, I mean, you guys could just give me the mod role. That wasn't the point,
That's
right?
like my
I'm not
favorite
like
possible response.
Yeah, no, you guys could just give me mod. I mean, I'm not like a role type of guy.
You
I
have
mean,
mod.
Tom knows this, right?
I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
Look, listen, Helena, he just said it. Just give him the mod role and leave it at that.
Yeah,
Don't
you can
make a
just give me
special
mods,
role for
Helena.
him. Just give him the fucking mod role.
By default,
The mod role will
mods
not-
have access to NSFW.
Right. The mod role won't prevent him from being an NSFW.
You put
I can-
NSFW on him, then he should not have access to it.
Yeah, I already created the role, Helena.
I don't have
The mod
access
gives me
to the
mod role.
roles or creating roles or anything like that. If you put no NSFW on me, I should not be able to see NSFW, even though I'm a mod.
Okay, I'll go do that. You want
Okay,
me to
can I ask something?
give him a mod role, but give him also give him the role no NSFW.
Yeah, give it to me too, so I can see if I can see it or not.
Yeah, because I think.
But
the
never
mods...
take it off of Jovan because Jovan's already dirty enough as it is.
You know, I appreciate that Yuri should still be in the server now that we know he's underage, but all this other game playing that you're doing with him, making special arrangements and things for him, again, Yuri, you're lucky you're in the server because you could have done a
Look,
lot
no,
of
I already
damage to
accepted-
people. No, okay, no, you haven't accepted shit because all you've done now is bitch.
Look, listen. Sorry.
No, don't look, listen me. Don't look, listen me. Your game that you've been playing and
What
everything
game?
and everything that you've done just shows why underage people should not be in these servers because you cannot act like an adult.
What game did I play? You act like I was playing this game like the whole. And the only logical thing to do, right?
Compromised
If
the
I wanted
server.
to. Well, this is what I was trying to say earlier, right? Ray made a good point. Remember, all the way back in Krillism, you guys were talking about this very thing, but I was just like quiet and I just didn't say nothing, right? So, for some reason, I got like moved out of like the sifting, right? Because you guys would sift people and ask people questions regarding this stuff, but I
Yeah,
was
I
just
can
quiet.
no longer see NSFW.
Yeah, but the point was, right, is that
Okay,
Ray
good.
made a good point. And Ray was like, if people are smart, if people are who are like 17, 16 are smart enough to like be quiet, right, in the server and not say anything, then it should be all right. As long as they, don't act like, dumb or do anything stupid, then we should be fine. And so I kind of like adhere to that. Ray saying that, I just, followed that. And then,
No, but see, what you don't understand, Yuri, is that you've already said that your mum monitors your shit. So had your mum come across photos or even listened into conversation with you having discussions with adults about sex and all these other things, could have a lot of repercussions. And that's when you being underage and not being an adult do not understand. It's not just you being quiet and not telling people because, your mum could have found anything else just like she found the atheist thing. Do you not understand that? You're fucking with people's lives when you're doing this shit.
no, I understand that. That's why I'm
No,
perfectly
you
fine
don't
with just
understand that. No, you don't understand that because if you did truly understand that, you would shut the fuck up, be happy that you're here in this server, and quit bitching about moderations and admins and having access to things
When
and
did I
making
bitch
fake
about
accounts the entire time. The entire
When did I
time.
bitch about
The
moderation?
entire time.
That
Now
doesn't
stop.
answer my question.
How
That
many
doesn't
different
answer
ways can I answer your question, Yuri? Shut the fuck up and be happy you're here and quit bitching about everything.
I don't know what I'm bitching about. I already said that Helena could just give me a regular. She could give me no mods, right? No, it doesn't matter. The only point I was trying to make out is that I was right and justified when saying that I didn't get the about the negotiation that Tom did about me leaving the server and all that. That's the only thing I was pointing out. You guys could not even give me mods.
You got exactly what we said you would get.
No, that's not. No, not Jovan's being dishonest, right? That's the only thing that was in.
Okay,
So,
well,
like I said, I don't care if I have mods or not.
Well, Yuri, here. What about this? What exactly did you not get that you were expecting to get?
JJ saying that he's still muted.
Stop
Yeah,
it,
you're
Nost.
unmuted, Devin. You're unmuted. You're unmuted, JJ. Just calm. Just.
Yeah, Yuri, just answer the question. What did you not get that you were expecting to get?
No, like manage roles, stuff like that. I thought you were just going to give me like a custom admin role that doesn't have access to like. But I just got like the basic, which is fine.
I was doing that, but people pointed out that if I give you those, then it doesn't solve the problem of NSFW.
By the way, whoever is mod abusing JJ, you have the green light to do that indefinitely.
No.
It's hilarious that JJ is crying about mod abuse. That's amazing.
No, look, JJ is like
I'm not upset. You guys like make it seem like I was upset about that. No, I was just like, I just thought it was just like dishonest what you said. I was just pointing out something that I observed, like an inference. But other than that, it's fine. Like I said, I don't even need mods, right? Like that's why I was confused. I didn't understand. I think Molly was trying to gain.
Stop acting like you don't desire to have mods and it's not something important to you. Just stop.
Well, dude, I could have.
You argued for so long to keep your admins, dude. Just stop.
Yuri, when I typed, I'm still muted. That was just now. I mean, I was still muted when I typed that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
I mean,
JJ, don't interrupt the conversation.
I mean, I was muted until I said something about it, Yuri.
JJ,
I should have been like in bed an hour ago, so that I got to get up now. So
yeah, JJ, I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Yeah, Yuri, you acted like I had been unmuted for some time.
I don't know, JJ.
Well, you're just stating.
Why were you?
JJ, you're interrupting the conversation.
Yeah, come on, let's go back to the conversation, guys.
How long should Chum be muted?
All that matters is that I'm a member of the server. So, I mean, we're all good. No, but
So
I was scared as fuck.
Are we settling in like a 2-hour mute or a 3-hour mute for Chum?
Chum's muted? Oh,
no, Chum needs to be muted. It's different.
What did he do?
I concur.
Yeah, Chum is just more aesthetically pleasing when he's muted.
Holy shit.
Okay.
It's like saying a girl is prettier when she's not talking.
No, unless you're saying Chum is a girl, then it's not analogous.
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
man, I don't have access to the border security. Damn it.
Yeah, well, this was like 3 hours that could have been condensed into 5 minutes.
Very much.
Well, I was experimenting because I had a. No, but just real quick.
Yuri, don't you start saying this bullshit, man.
How old are you?
No. What happened was no. Listen, Helena. Let me just get this point out.
I was trolling you guys, man. I was just testing the hypotheses.
No, that's not what was going on. Me and Vic were having a conversation, right? And I told Vic I was 16, right? And Vic was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." And he was like, "Yeah." He said he told me he didn't believe age existed. He believed age was some type of weird thing that just didn't. And so he said, "I'm good because I could be any age I want virtually, right?" And it's some sort of problem.
But it doesn't work that way in our
Yeah, that sounds like Vic. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, "Yeah."
Nobody's gonna care about that except for Vic, maybe, and probably not.
Wait, I didn't hear what you said, Helen.
I'm just saying it doesn't work that way from our legal system.
Right.
What is this? What did you say? Border Patrol? You want Border Patrol?
Yeah, it's a little role thing I created so I can see who leaves and enters the server. Sometimes.
A private bot?
No, it's a bot. No, it's me 6 basically saying that it keeps track of who leaves the server and
Oh, I see. Okay. You should have access to it because all the mods permissions
were done by me. I did everything.
Yeah, so mod is in there in the channel. Let's see.
Okay.
All right. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, looks like I'm 17. We're all good.
Good night, Yuri.
Everything is fine.
Yeah, good night. Good night, Chum. Yeah, you want to play? You want to play League of Legends?
Oh, Yuri's done lying?
No, I don't know what JJ's talking.
Maybe later.
JJ, that's unnecessary.
No, I said tomorrow.
Can we get the underage tag on Yuri?
Oh, we got the underage.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think if you're gonna be officially known to be underage, you should at least have a tag.
No one else
He's
has
just
to get a
teasing you.
tag.
He's just teasing you.
Let's just No, I
I
didn't
don't
even
know.
care about that, right?
No,
But, you know,
I'm just thinking, right? Because like on the server.
yeah, but yeah,
Did he
Helena,
just?
yeah, no, he was over talking Helen. I wanted to hear what Helen had to say because Helen
Hey,
was having a
Helen,
conversation.
Do you mind giving me mods? Godless says.
I think there's a separate case to be made for taking away Yuri's mods.
Yeah.
Now you guys are just trolling now. But yeah, that's fine. I got to get some work done anyway.
I love
Well,
you, everybody.
just muted me for an hour. That's
No, keep it
The
casual,
sooner you get out of
JJ.
here,
I mean,
the
you weren't
better,
adding anything
Yuri.
to the conversation.
Yuri, just eject. Get out of here.
yeah, that's not true, Yuri.
Yeah, JJ will follow up with you tomorrow. Don't worry. Like JJ won't let it go for a while. Just you know this.
Probably true.
Oh yeah, so I guess Burden and Russell was scared, so he left us.
You're not popping up on the right.
Why does Yuri have an NSFW?
Yeah, I think you have to give me like ban privileges for that to happen.
He does.
What? Say it again?
Because I only have kick.
Wait, is it that easy to get mods? You just ask for it?
No, Godless wants me
No,
to have it specifically.
Oh, does she really? Okay.
She owns
Is it not a good idea though to give Yuri underage tag, because that really does avoid a lot of potential unpleasantness.
Very
Wait, Socrates, do you think Patrick should get the underage attack in DC?
If he's
Patrick-
underage.
Yeah, if Patrick
Yeah.
is known to be underage, or even not even known, there's a good case
You've
not to
known
get
that
known,
for
but
a
at least
long
known.
time.
Yeah,
And I haven't.
we've
This is
known
the first
about
I've heard of
Patrick.
it.
We've known about Patrick
Can
for
I-
a couple years.
I thought everyone knew he was 17.
No, I don't know anything. In terms of Patrick, I don't know anything about Patrick.
I have
Can I get the underage?
Oh my god.
So to answer your question, Danny, I would slap the underage tag on him. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I mean, what is any conceivable case against putting an underage tag on somebody?
It's embarrassing.
Well, I thought I
I
might
actually
by
agree
a
with
new
Jade. See,
It's
I can't say
embarrassing
that
and it's
Jade
rubbing
sees
salt
being
in a
irrational.
wound.
I understand that it's embarrassing, but imagine that
I
you're
don't
just
care.
chatting with
If you want
someone,
We-
right?
we
Hold
all
on,
know.
hold on. One second. Imagine you're just chatting with someone, right? And you're like, hey, this is fine. Hey, let me send you something, right? You hit up that DM box because you assume they're an adult. You send them like some porn or something, right? Now that's probably like a violation of a lot of different laws.
Wait, oh,
There's
you guys
no
on this.
hurt.
Oh, fuck. We
I
actually messed
understand
up.
that there might be some
We messed
salt,
up.
right? But I
What we
don't
could have
think
done.
like it's bad in the
Socrates,
long run.
don't.
I'm sorry,
Look.
Yuri.
Oh man. Oh, I even have priority speaker and stuff.
I was trying to hear what Socrates was saying. Why is this
But
buffoon
yeah, what I
talk?
was saying is that we could move the server location to Germany or somewhere in Central. Then we're gonna be.
Doesn't matter. Discord's still an American service. Discord's still an American service. It doesn't make a
Yeah,
difference.
that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yuri, it's done.
No, I was just
what
making
do
a
you-
joke. It was meant to be.
What do you think, Helena? What is the drawback? I understand there's some salt, but it would
Oh
probably
my
make
god,
everyone
I'm
a lot more
tired of
comfortable.
Helena, give me an underage role, please, so we can stop talking.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's a good idea.
But us hearing Socrates' Jewish voice, I mean, just.
Oh wow.
Oh, real mature, Yuri. Good
JJ,
one.
that didn't sound any
No,
any better.
I kind of
Sam,
agree
and
with
here I thought we were gonna be friends.
Okay, come on, Socrates. It was funny. Everybody
No,
laughed.
it wasn't.
Don't-
JJ the senile.
So I kind of agree with Helen on this. Like, I just feel like it would be incredibly patronizing. That's all.
Okay, well, concern noted, but it seems like the idea of slapping the underage tag on is smarter than not having.
Just make up your mind and forgive me. I don't care.
It would make me at least very comfortable. Helena, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, okay,
Godless, I
okay.
think Godless should make that decision, or if somebody else wants to do it. I think that's humiliating.
Yeah, I mean,
probably not necessary.
I agree. I mean, Gallus can handle the rest of this stuff. I mean, it's up to her.
All right.
Yeah, Socrates, I just want to take this time to very professionally tell you to suck my dick. You lost, bitch.
Lost what?
I don't know.
He didn't get what he wanted. That's all.
Immediately.
I don't know what that
Sam,
means,
that hasn't
Sam,
been answered
right?
for you. So
Does anybody know if you go to the DMV and you have to get another license and you haven't had one for like 4 years?
Look,
you have to
agnostic
retake
one.
the
I mean, no one's going
every
to
state's
like.
different.
No one's
Yeah.
gonna have to go door to door because Yuri saw some like hentai in NSFW or anything. Let's not overreact here. Come on.
But
Yeah, I mean, Tom is like really educated on
Very
this matter, so I think we should.
Very honest.
Helen,
Yes.
Helen, do
Come
you
back
know?
tomorrow.
You look that up on in your state.
Yeah, I looked, but it's like kind of vague. It says like if it's been expired for like more than 10 days, but it doesn't go like for like if it's been expired for like years.
I know
think
for
Probably
New
it's just a
York.
written test.
Yeah,
maybe.
I know for New York, if you haven't had a license for like if your license like 2 years expired, you have to take the road test again in New York. But I don't know about other states.
Do you have to like arrange that on a different day, or can you, when you go in, they'll do it?
For us,
If
we
you,
have like
if
we have
you
an
have to do the
online.
road test, then you usually make an appointment online, and you yeah.
Okay.
And they're it's kind of annoying because in New York, like they book them 3 weeks apart, and it's a pain in the ass if you have to do it. So
But
try
I don't
to
think
get
a
out.
lot of states have that. I think if you, I don't know. You're gonna have to, it's gonna be state by state, obviously.
Yeah. How long has it been?
I don't know, a few years.
They might make you take the road test again, but whatever.
Wait, you haven't been able to drive for